Okay, everybody, stand in the door. It's your boy Marlon O Bennett. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about what's the best payment processor. Okay, we're going to be talking about what's the best payment processor for your business. Now, guys, this video is long overdue because when it comes to payment processors, or in this instance, we're talking about the best payment processor. I say it's overdue because this is something I should have covered a very long time ago. And the reason why is no matter what business uh, that you're in, right? You're going to always need to have a payment processor of some sort. Now, when you ask yourself what's the best payment processor, guys, that's going to kind of be an apples and oranges type of thing because it will vary depending on where you are in your marketing, journey. You know what you're doing. But I can tell you this: I had a PayPal account, and I was really, doing a lot of transactions through PayPal. But they shut my PayPal account down. And the thing about payment processors is there's really, really no way to know whether or not the particular payment processor. Well, it is, but when it comes to a payment processor like PayPal, even Stripe, which I'm going to talk about today because I think Stripe is one of the best payment processors to use, but you never know. It depends on the company. Now, there are ways to get around getting your account shut down, just depending on how you set your accounts up. But you're going to have to transact business one way or the other, meaning you're going to have to collect payments to get paid for whatever it is you're offering. A lot of things I do now have their own e-wallets built inside of them, and so there's some pretty good e-wallets. They're pretty universal. So I've slowly transitioned into using my own SIM card, and Stripe is the payment processor that I use. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that you can set up a Stripe account, and it's pretty much one of the most universal payment processors that you can use. I've had it, I don't know, maybe over 3 years now, and I've never had a problem with it. And that's not to say that sometime in the future Stripe can't decide to do what PayPal did, but they're pretty affiliate marketing friendly. And I'm going to show you guys how to make it even more affiliate marketing friendly when you set up your account. One, let me see, two. A lot of the things I do have Stripe as a payment processor integrated into. So for you, all you guys, I want to get that out of the way right now because I can tell you now that one of the payment processors I use is Stripe, Cash App, and that's another one. But anyway, I'm slowly building out more universal payment processors. But Stripe is a good one, and today I'm going to show you guys how to set up your own Stripe account. But not only how to set up your own Stripe account, guys, I want to show you how to create a button for it because that's one of the things that's going to make it more user friendly. So it's a very simple process. I'll leave the link for it right below the YouTube video description area, and you guys will come to a page like this. When you do, you'll just come down to the Start Now button. When you click that Start Now button, because I got a Stripe account, it's going to take me straight to my dashboard, right? But when you click it, it's going to take you, well, no, it'll actually take you here. Okay, because I didn't log in. So you're going to look. You can sign up for your Stripe account free, right? And you see again, it's got the global payment methods. One of the reasons I like it is because you can accept credit cards, right? And that's really cool. For you guys who use Apple Pay, you can do that. ACH is really, really good. You can start accepting payments with Stripe. So when you come to this page, and I'll leave you the link again in YouTube video description, go on, put your email address in, your full name. You can create your own password, confirm your fast password, and then come over here and create your account. Now let's back up for a second if I could. And I want to show you guys, when we talk about what's the best payment processor, how to, wow, I'm trying to get back to the page where I think I can back out of here. So let's try to back out. Okay, here we go. So now I'm gonna go inside to my dashboard. Now it may ask me for SMS phone authentication, and I don't have my mobile device on me right now, but maybe it won't. I use this for one of my you can set it up for different things inside of your dashboard. So I use it for my SMS phone lead system, and so I'm gonna go over here. I'm inside of my Stripe account now, guys. It's loading. It's just being slow because I got so many windows open, but I use it for SMS phone leads. But I'm going to show you guys how to create a button. So I use it for other things too, but I'm going to show you guys how to do that if my computer ever comes up. So anyway, these are just some payments that I have inside the SMS phone lease system. But to set this thing up is very, very simple, okay? And I'm going to show you guys how to set up that button, because when you have a button, then that, well, when Stripe is trying to identify what payment processor you use and inside of the different platforms that you use, you're going to have a button instead of just your API key, which is cool too and can be integrated into mostly everything that you sell. So also in the link in the YouTube video description, I'm going to use the buynowplus.com button, because this particular button, it integrates, it's built on top of Stripe. So it integrates with Stripe right off the top. So that means, well, I'm going to show you what people will say. So I'm going to leave the link below, as well as the Stripe account. You guys can get your Stripe account. I showed you how to set it up. Then you can go to your buy now button and get a Stripe button. Now when you go here to hit start selling, what's going to happen then is it's going to give you an interface. Again, it's built on top of Stripe. So when you get inside of here, now you're going to be able to create different buttons. And the cool thing about this is, once you set up your Stripe account, you're going to have what's known as an API key. I'm going to do another video on it, but you'll see it when you go in. They have a live chat inside of Stripe, so you guys can get inside of Stripe. You can activate the live chat, and they'll walk you through the whole process. But you can set up an API key. It's a secret key and a live key, and you can set those keys up like in 5 minutes. And when you do, and now again, I'm going to come back in another video, I'll do that, but I wanted to get this out of the way because this is something you guys need to do now, right? Particularly with a lot of what I'm doing, because you guys, some of you guys already know this, particularly all my SMS people, you know, that Stripe is something that I use, because you guys have come in and you got a lot of you guys are using it, so you know that you need Stripe inside SMS phone leads. But for some of the other things, you have you have different choices you can choose, which I'm going to be doing some videos. I'm going to show you guys. But Stripe is my #1 payment processor. Gosh, I wish I could think of the other one. I just with my funnel builder, but they're very simple. I've been paid out with them like almost immediately, no problems at all. So now, once you sign into the buy button, you can see when I hit the buy button, it's already asking me to sign into my Stripe account, because I already have a Stripe account. And you guys, when you got a Stripe account, you will too. And when you go to your buy now button, you're gonna have an interface that automatically integrates with the buy now button inside of Stripe. So I've been playing around with it, because I only got like 2 buttons that I created specifically for this. My main account, which is SMS phone leads, is the one that you see right now. But when you guys get inside of Buy Now Plus, right, for your Stripe account, when you want to set up a button, you're going to have an interface, very simple interface that looks exactly like the one you're looking at right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here, and you're going to already have an account. Just set it up, and it's going to give you this interface. But you see where it says buttons? I'm going to click that. So every button that you create inside of the buy now for your Stripe button, inside of the different platforms that you want to use, when you're talking about using Stripe as a payment processor, you can create a different button for it. Now you may be asking yourself, what's the best payment processor to use? I'm telling you, Stripe is pretty good right now, guys. Had no problem with it so far. Transacted lots of transactions to it, never had any problems. I wouldn't even call them problems. The only thing that will happen inside of Stripe is if you get a bad gateway in terms of somebody trying to buy something from you through Stripe, and they got like a bad credit card or something, it won't process. It'll let you know, which is a cool thing. It'll let you know, and it won't process that payment, and you'll see that in your back, your Stripe members area, or your interface when you're back there. But that's cool. It'll tell you why the payment wasn't processed, but that doesn't have nothing to do with my end. That's because the person trying to purchase. A lot of people try to purchase things from me, or have, and they didn't. Their payment wasn't processed because of something with their credit or debit card. But anyway, when you go in here, you got these buttons. Okay, I created 2 buttons so far, but you can create them on the fly. You can create them really quick. So I'm going to show you the one that I just created, because it's so cool, right? Because now I'm going to show you what people see when you have a Stripe account. When you set it up, you can set it up in 5 minutes. When you got a buy now button, which I'm going to leave the link for in the YouTube video description, and you got that, now you can create buttons. And the buttons that you create, this is what they look like. I'm going to try to jump over here for it. Okay, right here, guys, right? Now, this is one button that I created for a $100 product that I sell. And the cool thing about it is you can set these payment buy now buttons up for Stripe for a certain amount, right? It can be for a certain amount, but you can set them up for anything you want. You want to set one up for a $25 payment, you can do that. You want to set one up for a $100 payment, which you see me doing right here in this instance, you can do that as well. And so that's one of the cool things about the Buy Now Plus interface inside of Stripe, because it'll let you create a button. Now you can create the button for a specific amount, or you can make it universal, right? It just depends on what you want to do. Now I want to figure out how to get back to the interface so I can show you guys how to do it. So let me see, can I get back to it, because that's gonna be okay. Here we go. So now you've created your Stripe account. Takes you all of 10 minutes to do it. Then you went below there and you got the Buy Now button plus, Buy Now Plus, right? That button that I told you is built on top of Stripe. So now what you want to do, you want to come to your Buy Now button software or your members area, and you want to come up here where you see buttons, right? And then what you want to tell it to do, if you want to add a new one, see where it say my buttons, you will say add new, and you would click it. Now once you go to add new, you're going to get an interface that looks like this, right? You put what you want up here, right? And you put what you want down here, right? Let me see, can I do this? Hold on for a second. So let's just say, I'm going to say Marlon's Easy Software, right? Marlon's Easy Software. And then I'm going to say Marlon's Easy SOFTWARYSOLU, Marlon's Easy Software Solutions. Let's just say I had a product I created, and it's inside of my Marlon's Easy Software Solutions, or just any affiliate software solution that I have. And so I want to create a button for $75, okay? So I would simply do something like this. You watching me do it, right? So let's say pay okay, then we're going to say pay credit. Now you can use debit or credit card, right, inside of this particular software. So this is what I put: Marlon's Easy Software, Marlon's Easy Software Solutions, pay $75 credit debit card, right? Now once you do that, you're going to come right here. Well, let's come over here first. I'm sorry. You see where it says price, guys? You would put what you want the price to be. So you would put, in this instance, $75, right? Because that's going to be fixed. If you didn't want it to be fixed and you want it to be variable, that means you can use a button for some other things, and whatever the price point is, it'll adopt that to that price point. But if you want it to be something specific like $75, that's what you're going to put. And when you do this, you can test it. But once you're all done, you want to take it off test mode so it's ready to go. Your Stripe account, mine is SMS phone leads, so I would just simply put that in there, right? Because I already have one account called that. And once you have your account, whatever you name it, it would go there. It's on test mode. You got $75 here, right? And then you got all of that. You got everything you need inside of this button. So you're going to hit create. Once you hit create, it's going to say success. Button was successfully created. Now you can see I got 3 in here instead of 2. And you can see there's Marlon's Easy Software Solutions. So when you come over here on the right hand side, you can edit it. You can view it. You can share it. There's a share button right there with it. And you can delete it. So let's go view it and see what it looks like. Boom. Very simple and easy to do, guys. Now you have a designated button, a payment processor inside of your Stripe account where you just set up a $75 payment button for or inside of your Stripe account, which can be integrated into or for your particular payment processor. And most of the business opportunities out here right now today, they're using Stripe as a payment processor. There's no limit to the amount of buttons that you can create. Again, you can make them universal or you can make them variable, so you can just use one button across multiple platforms. But the point is, you can create these buttons in mere seconds. You can create an unlimited amount of these buttons. So when it comes to what the best payment processor is, guys, when you're asking yourself what is the best payment processor, in my mind, Stripe is one of the best ones that you can actually create. I'm going to leave the link for Stripe in the YouTube video description. If you guys are on my list and you're getting this any other way, just click the continue button below this video and it'll take you over to a site where I will have this video will play again for you guys who didn't get those instructions, to be right under that. And also, you guys will have the buynowplus.com website where you can run over here to get that site and start creating yourself buttons. Okay, so again, guys, when you start asking yourself, what is the best payment processor? And when you start asking yourself questions like, why should I even have a payment processor? Well, you really need to have one, right? And so this is how you set up your own pay button inside of the Stripe. And in my mind and in my opinion, Stripe is one of the best payment processors that you can have. So if you guys are, oh, look at that, guys. That's a lot for that price point. I made it $7,500. Wow. Doesn't matter. It's not live. If I wanted to go back in, I would go in here. I would go to edit, and that's supposed to be $75, not $7,500. You come back in here, and you would simply make that $75. You would update it, and then after you update it again, guys, you will be able to go to your buttons, and you could go over here, and you can actually view it. Let's go back to view. And instead of $75,000 or $7,500, it should be $75 now, right? $75. Credit or debit card. Both you can take payments right then and there. So if you don't have a Stripe account, guys, you're going to need one for everything that I do, or it's one of the payment processors that I use for the things that I do. And so that's a great way to set up a payment processor, because you're going to need one. Remember, it's on test mode now. Don't worry. Make sure before you make it live, you go back and untick that test mode, and that means it will be live inside of whatever system you set it up in. And I'm going to show you guys the actual product that I'm using this particular button for. So you guys want to stay plugged into the YouTube video channel. I think you guys are going to be excited about it. Okay, anyway, thanks for being on the video, guys. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. As always, this is your boy, Marlon O Bennett, wishing you guys wisdom, peace, prosperity, and to living a dynamic digital internet lifestyle without limits. If this video made sense to you guys, go down and give me 2 big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep banging.